Alright, so it seems as if the first half of Kuroko no Basket Season 3 has ended, and, as we know from this episode, Seiren wins, but did you really expect Kaijo to win? I mean, let's be fair. Yes, Kaijo were the underdogs at one point, and yes, there was some kind of morality involved, where it's like, Kaijo really wants this win because they lost in the practice game. And so it seemed a lot like the chip on their shoulder, like Seiren Toho. But if we're real, I mean, in that case, it looks okay. But if you really just look at it from an outside perspective, the main character's just gonna win. I mean, that's just how it is, at least in this game. But uh, yeah, there was, Kisei. They could not fully stop him, even though they were able to stop him from one-on-one stuff because he had a pattern of using the Generation Miracle's abilities in a specific, not always in a specific order, but he never really used them more than once, and it was kind of easy to figure out what kind of situational um, ability he was going to use, and so they were able to counter it by, um, forcing him into not using Midoriya's ability, so that they couldn't get a three, because his was by far the most dangerous. But you know, they were able to stop him until he passes. But thanks to Kuroko, the Eagle Spear misses, but Kuroko is able to steal it, and he's able to pass it to Kasamatsu, who makes it. But at the very end, Kagami, it was all a design play so that Kagami could make a run for it and cherry pick. And so he does a run and gun, and Kisei is able to catch up. But even though he goes for a Meteor Jam, it's not working. And so what does he do? He bounces it off the backboard to Kuroko, who makes it for the final point. I thought that was amazing. I'm so glad it wasn't Kagami who just randomly overpowered Kisei. I thought that would have been awful. But I mean, he could have, because Meteor Jam could even go over what's his name, Murasaki Bar. But wait, but wasn't he in the zone when he did that? I don't know. He's always in the zone. Uh, except in this game. That's the thing I really loved about this game, was that there was no zone involved. That's one of the reasons that I say it's arguably the best game in the Winter Cup. It was very hype. It was very close, and it was won with Kuroko's shot instead of this whole zone shit to counter Murasaki Bar's zone, and then Kuroko is able to block, or zone to match Almine's zone, and then Kagami is able to get one dunk on Almine, and that's the game, right? Yeah, fuck that. And the whole animal instinct, fuck that shit. Um, is there anything else to mention, really? Obviously they're sad, they're crying. There was some good dialogue there, and yeah, and there was a great final scene with Midorima and Kagami and Kuroko, where Midorima is he warns them that Akashi is like two people. There are two Akashis, and Kagami doesn't know what that means. Kuroko does, and so we're now being brought to the next arc, which is the Teiko arc, which is not a spoiler because it was at the very end of the episode. This is the flashback arc. Uh, I will say this for anime-only watchers, is that this arc should take up the last 13 episodes of Season 3, and there should only be a Season 4, and I'm not sure how long it's going to last. Um, I highly doubt Season 3 is going to finish the manga. If they do, it'll be rushed, but we'll see. It could happen, I guess, depending on how long the Teiko arc runs for in the anime. If it does that, then fine, but we'll see. Anyway, this was a great episode. for many reasons. Thanks, and Kuroko and Kisei really made it. So yeah.